She's got that look. She's got that style. She's got that conversation that makes you want to stay for a while. She's the all-American woman. Good morning, people. Or good afternoon, depending on when you're looking. Or good evening. It's your all-American woman. Today, I want to talk to you about customer service. It's like today now, in this day and time, you would think with everything they're trying to better in our world with technology and with the whole all these new systems that they got going on, they would do a better job with customer service. You know, especially since most of the time when we deal with customer service, you either have to go on the phone and deal with the automated service, which is, in itself not a great thing because you want to talk to a real person. But when you get on the line with that real person, they end up being worse than the automated service the whole system that you had to go through there. And then, telephonic customer service personnel are one thing, but then you have those people that you see on a one-on-one level that are supposed to help you. Their job is specifically, that's what customer service is to service the customer, to take care of the customer, to find out what's going on and do their best to fix that problem so that there is no problem anymore. And no, these people can't fix everything and they can't do anything, and sometimes they have to turn it over to their managers or supervisors or whomever in a higher position of authority. But do that. There's no shame in doing that. Now, I don't know if it's a problem on your side of the window where when you have to turn it over to a manager, you get into some type of trouble. But again, if you can't handle a situation, then you need to do that. I'll give you for instance why I even made this. I had an issue with my customer service. And normally with the companies that I work with, dealing with paying my bills and things, normally the people, I have to say, are for the most part very, very friendly. They answer my questions, and I ask a lot of questions sometimes, especially when changes are being made. But they always answer my questions, and if they can't answer my questions, they find someone who can. I normally don't have a lot of trouble with customer service, but there's always an exception, right? So the other day, I was dealing with a customer service representative, and I had a problem. It's a big problem because she was telling me that I didn't pay a bill, and I know I paid this bill, but there was a problem with their system, and I made a mistake as well. And when I recognized what was going on and I tried to explain it to her, her response to me, and I'm paraphrasing here, was, I don't care the reason why you didn't pay. I just care that you need to pay now. And I'm like, but you're not listening to me. There is a reason for this. And if you don't understand my reason or what happened, then I'm afraid it could happen again. And I'm also afraid, I do not like the fact that I'm being blamed for something that was partly your company's fault. But she was not hearing that. And I think that is really bad because, yeah, her part of the equation was just to tell me, hey, you need to pay the bill. And she couldn't do anything more than that. But that's where you let someone else come in. And she did not do that. She didn't say, could you hold on a minute? I don't exactly see that in my system, but let me go speak to someone. No. And I would appreciate it ever so much if people in that realm would understand. They always want us to understand them because they have a tough job. They get complaints most of the time, and it seems like every time that they speak to someone that that person is in a bad mood. Well, have you ever wondered why? No one wants to deal with customer service, especially when customer service representatives have the attitude that they don't want to deal with people. And it's your job. This is your job. Your job is to deal with people and to take care of the problem. whatever the problem is. And if you can't take care of the problem, then you need to find someone that does. It's simple. I know it's not as simple as I'm saying it, but 1 and 1 equals 2. And yeah, you may not want to speak to your supervisor because it may look bad upon you, but I can't help that. All I can help you with is to tell you, hey, I'm here as a customer, and either I called you or you called me, and there's a problem that needs to be fixed. I can't fix that problem unless you help me out. And then there's some times where the problem just can't be fixed. But again, browbeating the customer is not going to help the situation. If a person tells you, okay, I understand the problem, but there's really nothing I can do about it right now, then your response should be, all right, I will have to let so-and-so know. But your response is not to keep forcing them to change their minds or to force them into doing something that they've already told you they can't do. That helps no one. It only makes the situation worse. So, I ask you, customer service representatives, please understand what your job is. If you don't like your job, then don't do it. And if you say, well, I need this job, well, then you need to remember that the next time you speak to a customer and you have to help them solve a problem, or you have to speak to them with an inkling of respect. Because I tell you, sometimes that's all it takes to be respectful to the person that's speaking to you and listen to what they're saying. Now, if they're yelling at you, hey, you're only human, and I wouldn't take that either. And that's when I would transfer it over to someone else, because no one deserves that either. No one deserves to be yelled at as soon as they get on the phone with you because they're having a bad day. I don't agree with that. I don't yell at anybody. But if someone does give me a certain tone, or I do feel like that they're treating me like I am less of a person simply because they believe I've done something wrong and they don't even know me, well, then we have problems, because I'm going to treat you with respect, and customers should do that as well. Treat these people with respect. This is their job. They are trying to do their job. It's when they don't try and do their job where you can go in. But before that, let's all just remember to respect each other and respect the positions we play and trying to get things done. And then if other parties have to be brought into the situation, that needs to happen as well. So, because, like I said, for the most part, I've had good experience with my customer service representatives that I speak to, not necessarily on a regular basis, but when something happens, yes, I call, or they call me, and we get it worked out. But there are some times where I get a person that thinks that for whatever reason, they can talk to me any kind of way, and it's just not happening. That's not how I like to deal with problems. And that's not any way that I find acceptable for someone to talk to me. And I feel like any customer would feel that way. Hey, I am the customer. There is a saying, the customer is always right. Of course, we know that's not true. But you will respect me. I'm the one that is dealing with your company. If you don't want my service anymore, then say that, and then we can be done. But don't treat me like I don't matter, and don't disrespect me. That's all I ask. Well, that is all I have for today. Be good to each other and be respectful of one another, if nothing else. You don't have to like each other to show each other respect. And let's just see how it works. See if your situation that you're in gets a little bit better for it. All right, thank you, and have a great day, everybody.